Hello, ladies. Welcome back to the Winter Academy on YouTube. Welcome back to Winter Academy, where we help women build better lives with the tools that they already possess. And once again, I'm Stacia. And so we are adding more to the Winter Academy outside of social media content. We have added ebooks, an online course, and some other activities as well, an online journal, and some other things, but we'll get to that at a later date. So, what I want to talk about today, and don't mind me, I still got my notes. I wanted to talk about my five top journaling tips or tools that make for a more productive and a more impactful journaling session, right? So, in essence, journaling is a tool to allow us to purge thought, right? There is an alchemic upside of journaling, and that is manifesting, right? So when we write things down, then we make sure that that thing is solidified, right? It becomes physical. It is drawn from the ethers or the ethos or the mind space, and we write it down. So now this thing actually lives, right? So for a lot of people, the journaling process can, have its ups and its downs, its highs and its lows. And what I would like to offer are just simple prompts that can add to the journaling process, right? We want to make sure that this isn't something that becomes a task, this isn't something that becomes a duty, and we're not enjoying the process of getting it off of our chest, right? Because in essence, getting it off of our chest allows us more space in our heart, right? More room to breathe, more room to see, to visualize, to vocalize what we really want, right? What we truly desire. And that is to get over these obstacles, but it's also to draw in new energy. It's to gain the advantage, right? And so the first tip, tool, idea that I want to touch on when it comes to journaling, topics to journal that are always available. Number one is health, our health, right? The mental space and how it operates. For me, journaling is an all day thing. I literally write down a majority of my thoughts. I write down the things that happen in the day. So, journaling for me is a daily thing, right? The upside for that is that I can then go through archived notes of where my mental space is, where my head is at, right? Things that I want to work on, things that I may have forgotten, things that may have gotten lost in the shuffle, right? Another way that people utilize health and mental health for journal life or journaling are fitness journals, right? You can have a log of how and when you work out, what you do, what you want to work on, notes for next time, that kind of thing, right? So there's so many ways to kind of log our mental progress or things that we want to weed out, right? And then my second journaling tip or tool is, or topic is relationships, right? The relationship with ourself, the relationship with the Most High, the relationships we hope to have, and the relationships that we hope to be rid of, right? There are so many things, so many thoughts to be moved around, archived, refiled, deleted, mental trash bins to be dumped, right? And a lot of that has to do with our relationships or our relation to those people, places and things, right? Another idea, tip, tool, or trick to utilize while journaling is to look at the outlook, right? What are some of your objectives? What are some of your goals? What are the intentions, right? The outlook is the way that it's presented to you once you've done the legwork, right? So A plus B equals C, and we want the C, right? What does C look like? What does finally getting everything we want look like? What does managing everything that we want look like? There's always more to write, you guys. I don't want this journaling thing to turn into like this crazy task, right? And so, although I'm going to go over the top five, I actually have 10, but I'm going to go over just the ones that stood out the most to me, the top five. But then I'm going to break them down in an individual video so that you know exactly what I mean. So, our next one is drive, right? What is the fuel? What is the ether? What's the fire kindling in the belly? What is the thing that gets you motivated and moving, right? What is the thing that excites you? What drives you? What moves you? And if there's nothing that drives you or moves you and you feel like blah, then write that down. Because what we're doing, not only checking in with self, what we're doing is we're pinpointing recollection. What happens at the very moment when you realize that there's something else out there, that you want something else, you desire something else, you're worthy of something else? What happens when the exact moment in time is recognized? Our next and last top five tips, tricks, tools, prompts, ideas for journaling, subjects for journaling, is a sense of self, right? I want you to go into the whimsy, altruistic, if I ruled the world, who would you be? Right? And if you just want to dial it back to a sense of self, like what are your self core beliefs? What are the things that you stand on, stand up for, and stand by? What is it about the self that intrigues you, makes you curious, makes you want to learn more, know more, do more, perhaps? There's always something to write about, you guys. And once again, until we meet again, please remember that. I'm sorry, you guys, that's a whole nother episode. Um, Ladies, please remember that it is not enough to just be pretty. You must be pretty on purpose. And until we meet again, peace. Bye.